Hello. We'll talk now a little bit, just a little bit, about two later works by Med architects, two proposals, two projects they made. They have lots of works, as you know, but these two particular projects I thought of contemplating and discussing, rather in detail. So let's see what Med architects uh, proposed in these two projects. Their works were published recently in this, very celebrated architecture magazine, A plus U, meaning architecture and urbanism in Japan, Med Architects. This is Mai Ansong, the founder of this firm of young architects who are very, very prolific, and they have plenty of works. Now let's see, I took this information from Desin. Med Architects Culture Hub emerges from the lake like a continuous ripple of water in China. Med Architects unveils Nanhai Art Center. These are words taken from Desin. And this is the project. We see the moon on the sky. I would say that Med Architects are under the sign of the moon. And maybe one day someone will write something about the moon and Med Architects. And this is the project, an art center with fluidities which would have been difficult to generate in the absence of parametric design, but they are masters of parametric design. These renderings are so impressive that you even wonder, oh, should we build these buildings? They seem to be built, but they are not. It's just that the level of rendering is very high. I wonder how Andrea Palladio, managed to build such great buildings using just Euclidean representations, two-dimensional representations. Just floor plan, half section, half elevation, no perspectives, no renderings, and beautiful drawings, Euclidean representations. He could have used the perspective because it was already invented now with almost 150 years earlier by Piero della Francesca and Brunelleschi, but I never saw a perspectival drawing by Palladio. Of course, he built in the Teatro Olimpico, stage design where the perspective is present, but I didn't see perspectival drawings. But we do see them here. I mean, these are more than drawings. I mean, they are renderings. I wonder what Andrea Palladio would have thought if he saw these images. Now, giant bamboo leaves, between quotation marks, top Med's Anji Culture and Art Center in China, another art and culture center in China by Med Architects. Anji Culture and Art Center by Med Architects, here it is, with all the fog that sometimes is present in the valleys of China, and not only in China. And these are the bamboo leaves, uh, as they are called, floating. They're going to build these buildings. These are just visualizations of the project. rather ominous, the silhouettes of the towers of the tall buildings on the right side of the picture. I'm not sure the spirit of the bamboo is very present. In fact, I plan a presentation about bamboo and the earth. I think the bamboo has a modesty which is not really easily to be found in this interior, in this rendering. I mean, just covering, maybe a concrete structure with bamboo is not enough. Otherwise, of course, the fluidities that parametric design facilitate and make possible. The model, I wonder, are we going to have a better art with so many art centers and culture centers? You say that our world is totally dedicated to culture and to knowing and to art, but is it so? And some primeval fishermen here, with the futuristic, let's call it so, maybe not totally an appropriate way, building in the background. Med architects, China, the very country that not too long ago actually was presided over by Mao Zedong and had a very, very harsh communism. They are very hard workers and they accomplished a lot through this very hard work. You see them even here laboring the earth and the garden. But the spaces underneath the so-called bamboo leaves are rather conventional and static and symmetrical, even rectangular. So you'll see there are three layers. You see them here at the level of the earth, the ground floor. There are the spaces themselves, the functions, leisure center, sports center, art education center. It bothers me a little that so often the word center shows up. And the grand theater. Then there is a second layer with this canopy with the holes that cover with more freedom what is underneath. And then at the top, we see the bamboo leaves, as they are called. So from the bottom upwards, uh, three layers that slowly moved from less freedom to more freedom, with the most significant amount of freedom, if we are to say so, at the top. So this is the second project by Med Architects that I wanted to show today. Thank you.